They lied to us. PSG lied. The media lied. Even Mbappé hid the truth. His move to Real Madrid wasn't just a transfer, it was a silent war between Qatar and Spain. A war of money, power, and betrayal. And today, we expose what PSG never wanted you to know about the Mbappé transfer in 2022. Kylian Mbappé rejected Real Madrid and shocked the football world by renewing with PSG. The media told us he stayed for money, but that was only half the truth. Behind the scenes, Qatar used Mbappé as a political weapon. And Real Madrid, they refused to give up. This transfer story starts long before 2024, and it was never about football. But behind the scenes, Paris Saint-Germain were preparing something ruthless. They knew Mbappé wanted Real Madrid, so they set a trap. A record-breaking contract worth €200 million signing bonus, and a €70 million salary per year. But that wasn't the shocking part. Hidden deep inside the contract, there was a secret loyalty clause and power over PSG's transfers. Mbappé wasn't just a footballer anymore. He became the most powerful player in football. But Real Madrid didn't give up. Florentino Perez waited. He knew something PSG didn't. Mbappé never wanted to stay. He wanted control. His contract wasn't a commitment. It was a weapon. He used PSG to build his global image, control his brand, and secure a massive payout before leaving. While the world believed he betrayed Real Madrid, the truth is, this was always part of his plan. But this story goes even deeper. Mbappé wasn't just dealing with PSG, he was dealing with Qatar. The Emir of Qatar personally stepped into the deal. Why? Because Mbappé wasn't just a footballer, he was the face of the 2022 World Cup, Qatar's biggest project in history. They couldn't afford to let him leave. PSG didn't own Mbappé, Qatar did. And when a country is behind your contract, walking away becomes dangerous. Then came the biggest lie in this entire transfer saga. The loyalty bonus. PSG told the world Mbappé betrayed them. But what they didn't say is this: PSG begged him to sign a short extension just so they wouldn't lose him for free. The loyalty bonus wasn't a gift, it was a trap. PSG thought Mbappé would stay. Mbappé thought PSG would sell him. Both were playing chess, but only one would win. The moment Mbappé told PSG he wouldn't renew again, the war began. PSG removed him from the squad. They banned him from team photos. They forced him to train alone. They tried to break him mentally, but Mbappé refused to fold. He was ready to sit on the bench for a whole season just to leave on his own terms. That's when Real Madrid quietly moved again, and this time, it was serious. While the world thought Mbappé was stuck at PSG, a secret agreement was already in place. In August, during the chaos, Real Madrid and Mbappé reached a verbal pact. No announcement, no leaks, no signatures, just trust. Mbappé promised he would join only Real Madrid. No Premier League, no Barcelona, no Saudi Arabia. And in return, Real Madrid agreed to wait. Because some transfers are not about money, they are about destiny. PSG panicked. They offered Mbappé a new mega contract. They tried to sell him to Saudi Arabia for $300 million, the biggest offer in football history. But Mbappé refused everything. He refused the money. He refused the pressure. He refused to sell his destiny. He chose Real Madrid over the world's money. And that is when PSG understood they had already lost him. So what was the truth behind Mbappé to Real Madrid? It wasn't just a transfer. It wasn't about betrayal. It wasn't even about PSG. This was a power battle. A battle between money and destiny. PSG tried to own him. Qatar tried to control him. The media tried to break him. But Mbappé waited. He played the long game. And in the end, he chose freedom. He chose Real Madrid.
Kylian Mbappé to Real Madrid.